welcome to the channels, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a review on my Edge CTS tuner, which is right there. As you can see, big bump in the driveway. So I've had this tuner for probably, I want to say it's actually going to be going over a year, or at least close to a year. So I've had a good feel for it. I've had a good chance to test it out and see exactly, just kind of get my opinion on it and my overall perspective on how well this thing works. So basically getting it right out of the box, it's kind of expensive, but I mean, it can do a lot. I think I paid, seatbelt's undone. I think I paid around like $600 for it, $600 or $700, which I guess isn't horrible for a tuner. I have seen a lot cheaper ones, but maybe they can't do as much. So spending that kind of money, it took a little bit to try and convince myself to want to spend that kind of money. But initially, when I was researching tuners and everything, and I was looking into the Edge tuner, I did all sorts of research on their website, everything, found their manuals, all sorts of things like that. So it can do a lot. This tuner has a lot of capabilities. There's so many different things and so many different aspects of it that you can do. It's quite amazing, so it's definitely worth the money. Really, I think it's actually kind of worth it. But spending that kind of money, I mean, it was a big investment at the time, but we got a tractor coming. Anyway, so getting back on track here. Spending that kind of money, it was a little expensive, but for what it can do, it's kind of worth it. So pulling it right out of the box, you might think, because if you go back to the videos that I pulled it out of the box and initially installed it, it's a really small kind of monitor for the price that you get. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it really. So pulling it out of the box and everything, what you initially have to do is you have to flash it. So you have to go on to Edge's website, and I think you have to actually register your tuner. And so you have to flash the programs and whatnot onto it and upload all that stuff. And they send you the cable to do that. So that's not really a huge deal. So after doing that and going through with getting everything uploaded that I needed to, then you could eventually put it into the truck and get it fired up and ready to roll. So really the only thing I don't really like so far about it is it's gonna kind of be hard to see this while I'm driving, but that little cable right there you can kind of see it. It goes down behind the dash, and I probably should have made a little notch in it because it does look like it's pinching the wire a lot, and it kind of sketches me out a little bit whether or not it's eventually gonna go through the wire. Maybe it won't, I don't know. But that's kind of on me. That's kind of my own fault for not routing that a little differently. So that's on me. But shit, the heat's on in here. So regardless of that, overall, my overall rating, I would say out of 5 stars with this would probably be, I'm gonna say a 4. And the reason I give it a 4 is the functionability of it is really well. I mean, it works really good. The only issues that I've had with it is once in a while, it doesn't happen all the time, but once in a great while, it'll just freeze and you can't do anything with it. So then what you actually have to do is you actually have to unplug it from the OBD2 port, and that sketches me out because I'm not 100% sure if the computer in the truck's gonna remember everything, and I'm just afraid it's gonna screw everything up, which it doesn't, it never has. So that's kind of one of the things, is it freezes, and I don't know, maybe it's because of that cable being pinched, but I kind of doubt it. I mean, technology freezes, I understand that, but this is a little different. I mean, this is a tuner. This is giving you live data from your vehicle. It's giving you live data from everything. I mean, your mass airflows, your spark, all kinds of stuff. It gives you intake temperatures, transmission fluid, I mean, engine coolant. I mean, it gives you so many different things, and there's so many more that you can put on here. This is just what I have, some of the ones that I have. So I mean, it's giving you live data, and you use it to tune your vehicle. So what I think happens here is you tune your vehicle automatically remembers it, and then basically all you're using this screen for now anymore is live data. So everything that you see on here going on right now is all live data. So it's one of those things, I mean, I don't think it really affects anything as much as it just affects the live data aspect of it. So overall, I would give it 4 stars. Did it help my fuel mileage? Because I know I've been getting a lot of questions as far as the tuner that I have. I've been getting some questions about the intake as well. Now, with those two paired together, obviously it makes a huge difference, but the tuner itself has a bunch of different performance modes and fuel economy modes and everything like that. So obviously I am on the fuel economy mode 99% of the time. I have never tried any of their performance modes. I've tried a towing mode one time, but other than that, I've been on the fuel mode. So I can't really say it doesn't help you performance wise, because that's not really what I bought it for. It's not the sole purpose in what I bought it for. I mainly bought it for fuel economy. And honestly, this truck, now that it's lifted and everything, well, let me backtrack. Before I even lifted or did anything to this truck, modifying it all, when I pulled it off of the dealer lot, which would have been bone stock, it was bone stock. So I was probably getting highway, I want to say anywhere from 20 to, I think I had upwards of 24 at one point. Now that's highway. So city, I think I was getting around 17, 18. So now that I lifted it and did all did the tires, bigger tires, all that, the whole 9 yards, obviously my fuel economy dropped a lot. So then I did the intake and then I did the tuner after that. But even before I did the tuner, I mean, the intake helped a lot. But after I did the tuner, and keeping in mind that it is paired with an intake, which makes a big difference too, helping your engine breathe a lot more, keeping that in mind will help a little bit. But even so, putting this tuner in an economy mode just for fuel mileage, I mean, it helped tremendously. I was getting probably 12 miles to the gallon after I did all the mods to this truck, and now I'm probably getting, it depends how you drive too, but now I'm probably getting anywhere from 14 to 15. So I mean, if you figure in a year's time, you do the math and figure out how much gas and how much driving you do in a year's time, I mean, that's saving you quite a bit of money. So overall, it is totally worth it. It's definitely worth the functionability of it, all the different things you can do, and you can actually buy multiple accessories for this and plug it in and monitor every other thing about this truck. I mean, there's so many different ways you can go with it. Obviously, that's more money, and every accessory you add is more money. I didn't go that route. I mean, this tuner is capable of doing so many different things. Why would I need that? Not saying that it's not a good investment to invest in some of that other stuff, but I just didn't do it. So overall, especially
incoming call from
during that incoming call. Anyway, so basically everything that you can do with the tuner and all that stuff, it's a good investment, and it's just overall, I think it's worth it, especially if you're trying to get this for fuel economy. If that is your main focus and main goal, that is by far a good idea. I mean, it's just, maybe you just one of them diesel guys who likes to roll coal. I mean, I can't say I'm a huge fan of that, but if that's what you want to do, go for it. I mean, you want to waste all that fuel and dump it out, by all means, more power to you. But if you're looking for fuel economy, even performance, if you want to do performance mods, whatever, you can put this, you can tune it. I think it's like a level 4 or level 5 performance. So I mean, there's so many different ways you can go with it, so many different things you can do. It's really worth it. So definitely giving it a 4 out of 5 stars, minus the freezing that I've had to happen. And this isn't like any like EFI Live or anything that you can do like tuning on the fly. It's nothing like that. I mean, it's gonna be kind of like any old tuner where you have to cycle the ignition and it takes a little bit of time till it loads the tune onto your computer and everything like that. So it's not an instant kind of thing, which you're hardly ever gonna get. So like I said, other than the freezing, that's the number one thing right there. Like when it's just sitting on after the key's turned off, or it's just stuck, you're going through some of the options and it's just stuck on one screen. I mean, you know, that's kind of old, that's kind of annoying, and quite honest, it's kind of sketchy because you don't know if it's gonna turn back on. You don't know if it's gonna be okay when you unplug it and plug it back in. I mean, technology's a nice thing when it works, But at the same time, if it doesn't work, I mean, then what do you really have? What are you really gaining? So overall, like I said, definitely a 4 stars, and I would definitely honestly recommend it. If you guys have any questions at all about the tuner, any capabilities or anything, I'll definitely put the link in the description. So by all means, you can check it out on Edge's website and check out the tuners. They have multiple different style tuners. They have different kinds of tuners. This was their higher end one, which is what I went with. So by all means, I will put it on the description, and you guys can check it out. You can check out all the features, all the specifications. You can see what all it does. They have the manual right on there. You can look at everything and see if it's the right tuner for you. But like I said, if you have any comments, be sure to let them below. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you don't miss any notifications when I upload a video. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, as I said, be sure to put it in the comments section. I'll try to answer it the best I can. Give the video a thumbs up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day.